we were gonna go deal with some warlord guy.
Hold on. Stream's starting up here.
Are you talking about
Let me just make sure it's up and running.
Hello.
Hello, stream. Hello, Twitch. Hello, world.
flashbacks to computer engineering days? Hello, world.
Right.
Thank you for making that joke on my behalf.
Print hello, world. Go to 10.
Promoted you.
Thank you. Yeah, we seem to be up and running on the Twitch stream. Alright, so, where we last left off in the adventure, you were deep in this dungeon here. I'll zoom in on the stream. The party had gone all the way into the catacombs under Tenpug's temple. And you ventured through a room that was just full of giant bones and a defiler death knight who was guarding a door. You defeated all of these enemies, and you managed to get into this room where there was a magic mirror that showed you your horrible death. Searching the mirror revealed a secret door which led into a maze in which there was no sound and complete darkness. And at the end of that was a door that could only be opened by the hand of a good-aligned character that entered into a magic-proof chamber that contained a magical pillar that held a magical artifact stone on it. Nobody touched it, though, because it's cursed as all hell. So, the realization came to you that this place, Tenpug's Temple, is actually a place built to guard an evil artifact that, if you destroyed it, it would also destroy you. And so it's better to protect it from falling into the wrong hands. And keeping it safe in this temple is your best bet. In order to protect the temple, you need to stop the Gith, who have been raiding the entire region and attacking. You would also have to protect it from Dragoth's forces if he chooses to advance west.
Hey, Ninja?
Yeah.
I have a lime of invulnerability. If I eat it, can I destroy the thing?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just sort of a plot device, right? So it is an artifact of incredible power. You could only smash it with an equal artifact like Grimorn's legendary artifact sword, the Scorcher. And in doing so, it would destroy the artifact, but it might also destroy the sword and the user and the room and the dungeon and maybe the towns nearby. Like, you don't know how powerful the explosion is going to be.
Yeah. They eliminate
So, you have returned to Tenpug's Temple victorious, and everybody was quite happy to hear that you've returned. The people at Tenpug's Temple, they want to press their advantage. They are emboldened, and they're going to go to war with the Gith.
Is this thing a nuclear warhead?
Sorry, what?
Is this thing just a nuclear warhead?
Yeah, you can play it like that. Imagine it as a nuke. This is like Planet of the Apes 5 or something.
Yeah, it's plugged to a red button. And you have access to it.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
You think we can bring it to Boris the Dragon and shatter it in front of his face? And
Yeah,
kill him
there's an
with it?
idea. Use it as a weapon. In a noble self-sacrifice. So that's a bit of a side quest that you discovered here. I wanted to mention that you guys have renown in the region. So you previously met Tenpug's band when you passed through the region on the way to do the whole adventure with Giustinel and Dragoth and all that. So you had one renown from passing through, and then recently you returned and you fought the Gith, and you defeated the Gith in battle, which gained you another renown, but then you had sacked the temple and stolen the artifacts, angering the ghosts, which gave you a rank of infamy. And they were really angry at you. But then you cleared the temple and ended the anger of the ghosts and returned some of those artifacts that were looted. And so then now you're up to like +3 renown. So Tenpug's band, they look at you as like local heroes, and they look up to you as leaders, and they're going to ask if you'll go with them in their fight against the Gith.
Yeah, for sure.
All
That's
right.
the reason we're here.
Isn't opposing the Gith useless because they'll just come back?
Not if we hunt them to the last and smite
gotta
them
get
in
to
their
the-
lairs, says
Find
Tenpug
the
as he...
source and where they're getting these weapons.
Tenpug slams his hammer down on his anvil, and he says, "We'll crush them all!"
What does Tenpug look like again?
Here, I'll zoom in. So Tenpug, he's talking to your group as you've returned triumphant here. He's got his big hammer.
There's ads in the way.
Oh, sorry.
Bloody, hang on, give it like 5 seconds. Bloody Beetlejuice.
Dollar bill, y'all.
The new Beetlejuice movie, what do you think it's going to be like?
I might watch it. I liked
Alright,
Beetlejuice 1.
It's Kratos, but before he became what he looks like.
So, Tenpug is an ex-gladiator, and he lost his hand in battle, so he's a one-handed blacksmith.
Hey, doesn't someone have a regenerate spell?
I do.
Yeah, me too. But what do we want to do?
I feel like it'd give you more renown if you gave their leader his hand back.
Maybe he doesn't want his hand back.
Well, let's ask him.
Well, you ask him.
Let me finish first.
Do you want to remain a one-handed blacksmith, Tenpug?
He is shocked that you think you can grow his hand back. What do you mean?
That's easy for us. We do that like every 3 days at least.
Or we would if this one wasn't so stingy.
Are you pulling my leg?
No, we're putting
the
back
Lord,
your arm.
the Lord of the Flames or my friend here can help you with that.
So we're just bringing people
Yeah,
arms
the
back?
power of
Oh.
nature is quite beyond most people's understanding, but I
It
have
really depends if like
gained a
feeling,
deep intimacy with it.
it really
What's the
depends
cost?
it really depends on if you feel like if you enjoy being burned, you go with me.
I'm a blacksmith. The sparks from the forge burn me every day, and I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, if that's like your fetish, like I'm your guy.
I'm gonna just whack you over the head with that extendy pole.
Don't be so shy.
Well, now that you've offered to fix his hand, he's probably going to be pretty upset if you don't go through with it, right?
I'm gonna let Morg deal with that one.
The cost of regeneration is not at all expensive.
It's like
It
300
just says
gold.
No, it just says it uses a prayer wheel and some holy water. Well, I don't think holy water is expensive.
25 silver.
Do we have any in this area?
Yeah, we.
You guys have a priest of the water in this.
I have some water,
Temple.
like holy water, if you want.
Also, I feel like Ramorn should be the one healing it since
I'll give you the holy water. You never do this. I do it all the time. And then everyone is scarred in the group because I burned the guy back to life.
Yeah, this guy's okay with being burned. That's different.
You guys
I mean, he
are
said he
very-
doesn't mind.
The
He
one
said
guy,
he
like,
liked
he
it.
was like, I'm good. Like, it's fine. Do what you gotta do. You're like, nah, you don't want to get burned, so. Fuck. He's like, I only enjoy burning people when they don't enjoy it.
But yeah, if they like it,
It must be weird.
You're not helping. Okay,
I'm
someone
going to
I pick,
grab.
I give you a vial of holy water.
All right, I'm going to grab some plants out of my bag of holding, and I'm gonna wrap them around his thumb hand and pour the holy water on it, and put the prayer wheel on top of his wrist, and use
All right.
the regenerate stuff.
Regenerate! And the power of nature flows through his stump. 2 minutes later, all of his stuff will be regrown, his missing digits. Like Deadpool, at first he has a tiny baby hand. It grows into a mighty fist.
Is it a plant fist?
Nah, it just has some plants wrapped around it, decoratively.
I'm gonna
Now
need a
you
long
can
rest
use
after
both
this.
hands.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
going to be some time where Ten Pug's band is gathering their resources. They're going to take as much water as they can bring and what food supplies they have on hand, and then they're going to pack up onto the kanks that they have available. Ten Pug will tell you, our shepherd has returned. He was hiding the kanks off into the desert, but when it seemed like you were going to drive off the Gith, we called him back. And so we have 20 good kanks. We're going to load them up as cavalry and with some of our supplies. And we're going to trek off into the desert and to the east, and we're going to go find these Gith where they lair in the mountains where you found them. And we'll make sure that they're finished to the last.
And how do you know that they're there?
Well, you
No one in the
reported it.
region-
You returned and you reported that your air elemental had found it.
Oh, the elemental found it.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Taro had sent the air elemental to follow the Gith to their lair, and so they traveled to the mountains.
That was a good idea.
Ah,
No, good idea. I admit.
So you have a pretty good idea where to go, and you just need to head there. But it's going to take a few hours, so you can do a long rest, and then the whole army will be ready to leave in the morning.
how does
Are
Ted
there
put his arm back?
Oh, he's overjoyed. He flexes his hand,
Nice.
just like it used to be.
Now you can wear a shield again.
No more phantom limb syndrome. This is great.
Are there any more fighters who are afflicted in a similar way?
I don't know. He was the only one that had an old injury from his days as a gladiator.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Yeah, you're gonna go out and heal everyone. Like, hey, you're missing a leg. Okay.
Most of these men are
And then-
craftsmen. They're not gladiators like I was, he says.
You know, going out and healing these people does sound like something a religious person would do, yes.
It does, yeah.
You can expect that from
Whoa.
a.
You're
I
religious
mean,
now?
Temple doesn't
Instead
have
of
that
the
many
flames
people. There's
here.
like maybe like about 100 or so people in this one temple.
Wait, are you actually?
Actually, what?
Mhm. Offering to heal everybody?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if I get more holy water, it's pretty easy.
You're fucking nice.
But I just have to rest every day.
I can make some holy water. I just need silver.
Linth from Ten Pug's band is going to come out from the entertainment tent. She's going to approach the party, and she's going to overhear what you're discussing about tracking down the Gith. And she says, I know I'm not an official member of your band or anything. I'm just a traveler passing through, but this adventure sounds like it could be exciting and possibly profitable, since there's so much steel flowing around the region in the hands of these Gith. I would like to join you in your expedition. Tenpug looks at her and says, well, I don't know you very well, but if you wish to lend a hand, I wouldn't oppose it.
Wait,
Yeah.
who is this?
This is Linth. She was here when you came through earlier.
All right, let me ask you a question. Are you going to be in our way, or are you going to be able to contribute?
She draws her short blade and she says, trust me, I can handle myself, and I'm a better adventurer, a better fighter than many of these craftspeople, she says with a hint of derision.
Where did you come from, actually?
Ah, Nibene, she says. You can recognize the accent.
What are you doing all the way over here?
Oh, a traveler, a merchant, investigating good deals.
What should look like?
I'll zoom right in. This is her figurine token here. She is dressed. She's got a bunch of tattoos all up and down her arms and on her torso. She's dressed in light clothing. She's got a lot of jewelry.
So if you're a woman from Tyr, you are one of the.
Nibene.
Nibene.
You're one of the the wives of Nimue.
She says, what? No, I am from one of the merchant houses.
Oh yeah. I think he has like the choice of whoever he wants.
So I have heard. The Master of Nibene has many secrets. The Lord of Shadows does not share this information with everyone, so I can only assume, from rumors.
I'm gonna use
Is she very
higher level
charismatic?
spell to cast.
Oh, she's extremely charismatic, very attractive.
Yeah, I don't even need to do an insight for that. I just can observe that.
You suspect that she is one of Nibene's wives, but she swears she's just a traveling merchant.
But she doesn't look like one.
She looks like she can handle herself in a fight, at least.
Yeah.
Are her tattoos magical in nature?
You haven't seen any of them move, so it's hard to tell if they are or aren't.
Okay.
Can I do a detect magic?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Are you trying to do it subtly? It might be obvious if you just cast it at
No,
her.
I'm gonna change room, activate it, then come back in the room. It lasts us 10 minutes.
No, okay. So you say like, excuse me, and you go off to one of the tents somewhere? Which one do you go to?
I go like in a corner, like like I'm about to take a piss. I take my dick out. I hold my dick and then I piss.
To the latrines
If not-
then, gotcha.
If I cannot piss, I have like a little bottle of water.
Hey, maybe this room that has the mural of the Blue Age is the water closet. Where you go take a leak.
And then I activate it.
And it just drains into the catacombs.
Yeah, and then I fart. Like I do everything.
Alright. Mission
Shit, you
accomplished. Hey, there's a J-Rod.
Yep.
Soul approaches. Hey, Soul, so everybody's been talking to Linth. Linth has said that she wants to join Ten Pug's band in their expedition to go finish off the Gith. They're all excited to go to war with the Gith at their base and finish them off now that the party has defeated their forward army in our last game. Gramorn suspects that she might be a Nibenese agent, although she denies it.
Yeah.
She is.
When I come back, is she shiny? Or maybe her tattoos are shiny?
Oh yeah, she's got a bunch of shiny.
Just a merchant, huh? And what do you sell?
No. I work for a merchant house, and I'm looking for good deals. So I travel around, and if I find a place where I can purchase merchandise at a low cost, then I'll send word to the merchant house, and then they'll send a caravan to acquire a large amount of that product at a low cost, and then we'll move it to a location where we can sell it up cost, with the profit margins raised to a significant degree, where we can make a good amount of profit, and then we repeat the process with new merchandise for new locations. So I'm constantly traveling around to find places like this, little out-of-the-way places where I can get excellent deals on things like the wood that they have piled outside.
Yeah, that's for us to buy.
Ah, yes, I saw that you had your eye on it. I won't oppose you. I won't try to counterbid for my house. We have other things in the region that we're interested in.
Which house is it?
I can't divulge that information, I'm afraid. Trade secret.
Trade secret, come on.
Sorry.
Everybody knows us. In Midland.
Ah, yes.
Do you guys specialize in a particular set of goods, or just anything that's like low at a location and then you try to resell it somewhere else?
Yeah, the merchandise is not important. It's all about the good profit margins.
I got the skull. Wanna buy the skull?
No. She just
So
wants
the skull
to.
roll.
She just wants to tag along. She thinks maybe she can acquire some of these steel weapons from the Gith as they die in battle. She's basically volunteering to be a. What do they call that? Like the people that loot the battlefield.
No, I'm not interested in that.
Well, Ten Pug has already agreed to bring her because
I'll go
she's a good member of the army, a more competent fighter than many of his people.
I mean, but you will be fighting and not just looting and like
Yeah, because
staying in the back
we
doing
are
nothing,
there
right?
we are there for these weapons as well.
Indeed.
So we're a little bit of a competition. And I think we're going to be doing most of the work. So I'd say that we have first dibs.
That is fine.
It better be fine because you will be coming.
Oh.
Man really said, what are you agreeing for? That was the only option.
Yeah, I might show you the expressway to the world of flames.
No. I mean no offense, oh great priest. And she gives a big bow and a wide smile. She changes her tone a little bit and starts to try to persuade you that she meant no offense, and she says many flowery words to you. She's got like a 27 on that persuasion.
That's fine.
I wanna whisper over to Grimoire. Blaze is incredible. Not Grimoire.
It's shiny, man.
I whisper over to Moore. The Blaze is incredible.
Okay.
The what is incredible?
Blaze.
Glaze?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by the glaze are incredible, but okay.
All right, so she's going to go back into the entertainment tent where Umor the poet is finishing a raunchy song.
Oh,
Arcus.
hell yeah. I go there too.
Arcus Half Giant laughs and claps in the back here. He finds it's lowbrow, but he finds it especially funny, and Umor plays to his audience.
What was his role?
What do you mean?
For the song, I want to see if I can do better.
No. He was just basically singing like, limericks. What's a good one? The man from Nantucket whose dick was so long he could suck it. That sort of joke.
Oh, fuck. That came out of nowhere.
You never heard that rhyme? It's an old
I
one.
want to now.
No, but I enjoy it, yeah.
I really want to.
It's an old funny rhyme. It's way longer than that. It goes on for a while. That's just the punchline.
Maybe you should, do an episode and just read that thing.
Yeah, I'm no poet. I roll dice and say it was a 27, you know?
The man from Nantucket with a dick so long he could suck it.
No, it's like
It's
there
like the
there once was a
Assumption
man
song.
there once was a man from Nantucket. That's how it goes. All right, so we got Tenpug, Teva. She was an ex-Templar. Umor the Bard, Raxgun the Trickster, Sala the Halfling, Linth.
It really sounds like rat scum.
Yeah, Ratscum the Arcane Trickster. That fits. Linth the Merchant, Fala the Ranger, Arcus the Half-Giant Fighter Battlemaster, Danya the Elf, and 60 Commoner Peasant Militia, 20 of which are cavalry, light cavalry, and carrying the supplies. And they've got water, they've got food. They can break down into the equivalent of 5 hordes with 4 attacks each. So that's the army. I've got some quick stats for quick combat in case we need to do combat encounters along the way. The logistics are they're going to consume 140 pounds of food and 140 gallons of water per day. The Kanks are going to need to graze, and they need to graze for 80 pounds of food and 160 gallons of water. So they're drinking as much water as they can before setting out right now, and then hopefully along the way they're going to find a water supply they can drink. The caravan is going to be traveling over desert dunes, so while a normal caravan on a road could go 20 miles a day, you're only going to be able to travel with the army about 8 miles a day. And in order to get to the Gith mines, it's going to take 3 days. You'll arrive early on the 3rd day at this rate. So, how do you want to do this? So basically, Tenpug and his army, they're going to be traveling east, and they're going to be tracking the trail of the Gith and following their trail. Now, you could travel with them on foot, or you could travel by airship. And then, do you want to travel ahead of them because the airship will probably be faster? Or do you want to try to pace them? Or do you want to leave the airship? You've got a lot of options, so you tell me how you want to play this.
I think we could bring the airship and just have it coast above them, and we can have them, the crew on top, manning the ballistas and stuff,
Okay.
and we can be on the ground, kind of like defending them more closely.
All right,
I think
cool.
that would work.
Sounds good. So
What do
you
you guys
join the ground army, the airship will follow in the air. All right. So, everybody wakes up the next day after a long rest. So everybody pick your spells, top off your spell slots. If you're having the Hero's Feast, add the hit points.
We're having it the night before.
Let's make sure all your hit point counters and everything are correct. I'm gonna, let's see, I'll fix ring sights here.
2d10.
We'll roll the.
Everybody has to roll their d10s.
You make four.
I'm not sure what you said then. You want us to roll it for you?
Taro, roll a d10.
2d10.
2d10.
I said you're the party chef, Gamorn. What are we having for? What are we having?
Huh?
The Hero's Feast. You're cooking the food, right?
Hot pot.
So you roll 2d10, and then I'll tell you how much extra health you have for 24 hours.
Barbecue.
I mean, like, what food are we actually having?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. It's gonna be, a fish fest.
It's got to be burnt. It's got to be like a
Yeah.
barbecue or
Yeah.
grilled meat.
It's like Cajun shrimps, and
Cajun shrimp.
yeah, and jambalaya.
Crikey. Throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, and a deep fried crocodile.
Fitting for
Yeah.
Dark Sun.
Yeah.
10. All right.
And probably like a snake on the steak. Famously.
A snake on a stick. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
We've been eating that for a long time. That's how we
The
cook
night-
fun.
The night we sleep, I'm gonna generate 120 good berries with all my remaining spell slots that I didn't use in fighting all the dangerous stuff in the Under Temple.
I take a bite out the snake and just go, this shit survived slavery.
Yeah. It's an insane feast, and there's alcohol. Everybody's fucking smashed.
Besides Ten Pug and Linth, who else is like a noteworthy like fighter person inside the temple?
Oh yeah, I listed all of them. It was Tenpug, Tiva, Umor, Raxcon, Sala, Linth, Fala, Arcus, Danya, and then I listed the
can I-
60 commoners.
Can I roll Orin?
Yeah, good plan.
Okay.
Joe, did you roll?
My
Orin
10,
gets-
my DD10,
Yeah,
it's 5.
5. Okay.
14. Yeah, 14. Orin. 13. Not too bad.
I'm going to give one berry to all of the 60 commoner militia people. And then how many of the like notable fighters were there? Like the named people?
10.
10. So there's going to be 60 berries left. I will give.
Oh, actually,
them-
no, 9. I count Arcus
Right.
as 2 because he's a half giant.
Okay, well, he can have 10 berries. Everybody else can have 5.
Did somebody roll for Soul?
I already rolled.
What is it?
I got 10 HP.
And a little question on that. Like, what is your max health now? 17.
My max health, the highest I could go is 159.
Oh, that's way better than we have listed here at 66. That was like 8 levels ago.
It's a good thing I asked, for fuck's sake.
I mean, is everybody's hit points accurate here? Everybody take a look. I mean, we don't really need Ulregs updated. I think those are the same. Taurus 287.
Wait, you guys have my health listed as what?
Morg 141.
66.
Yep. With
What
6
do you
temp
see,
HP.
150 what?
Who, my health?
Yeah.
My max
Yeah.
health is 159.
Nice. It's way better. Way better than 66.
It's more than double.
Alright, and the rest of my 10 good berries, I'm going to give 1 to all of the normal sized people in our party, and Taurus can have 5 of them.
So you are at 169 with the Heroes Feast.
Hey, nice.
That's a nice juicy number.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Hey, little question, Ninja.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, so one of the posters from last week was saying that there was like a lady that people thought she was a defiler because she brought somebody back to life.
Ah, yeah. Let me
It
find
was
that.
saying that there is a contact, and is that contact in the city?
Looking for those wanted posters. All right. The Witch Defiler. A traveler named Owen said he saw a defiler witch casting vile sorceries. He says she killed another traveler and then raised his corpse as a zombie before disappearing in a flash along with it. It was dark, and he could only see her for a moment in the flash of magical light. She was all cloaked in black, but her face was young and beautiful, with pale skin and dark curled ringlets of hair down to her shoulders.
Is it a bit like her? Is she like that?
She? Who?
The merchant, the lady.
Linth? No. Linth is a dark-skinned Nibonese woman with muscular arms, very fit, very athletic.
Very
She doesn't have the look of a spellcaster.
thinking-
She's not as flabby as a wizard tends to be.
And does she have a sword?
Yeah, a short sword. She's definitely a woman who can fight.
I was wondering, maybe Sol could have a duel with her.
She's too diplomatic for that. She would turn down any duel.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
They were gonna leave. They just wouldn't let it go away.
Alright, well, I guess we'll rest and then we'll leave
Yeah,
early in the
sorry, I
morning
forgot.
for that area.
All right. So, yeah, in the region there were wanted posters for 3 criminals in the region. There's a thief, there's a Thrycreen serial killer, and there's a Defiler witch. There's very little trail to follow the Defiler witch because she used teleportation to get away. So you can investigate that if you want, but there's not many clues to go on. The Thrycreen is just wandering in the world, and your best chance of finding the Thrycreen is if you can find elves, because the Thrycreen is hunting elves to eat them. He likes to eat their brains, and so the elves put this bounty on his head. This elf biter, they really hate him. So they'll pay 150 silver if you can bring the head of the elf biter.
Honestly, I don't think that we're gonna go and chase him around, but if we see it, we're gonna take it down.
Right.
We're gonna be exterminators.
And
Oh,
the
man.
thief, let's
It would've
see.
been interesting to have Tricreen in our group and then an elf in our group.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that nobody picked Thrycreen right at the start. I mean, it's
No
such
one even
a
elf.
such a great race to play.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
gonna
only
pick
have
one.
we have half elves.
Yeah.
I was gonna be a
But we-
Bright Green Sky Knight fighter, but I changed my
Yeah, early on in the game.
mind. Yep.
Like, yeah, with us in it didn't play for very long.
If I was a player, I would definitely play the Thrycreen. 50-foot jump? Come on, that would be so fun. It would be like Death from Above. I'd just like be, I'd be like the Dragoon from a Final Fantasy game
Taurus?
where I jump way up into the air and then I just come down on him with my spear and just skewer him.
You gotta think about it too. Multi attack, the multiple arms.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. Attack him with daggers too, with the small hands, or throw
I was
spells with a
literally
wand.
doing the jump.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's fun.
You don't have 4 arms, man. You know what I mean?
What? What?
Well, the difference is they can do it naturally, and you have to use
Exactly.
a
They
magic.
don't need like a special cape, you know. And all that
Not
shit.
only that, you can't curse at everyone we don't like in a different language that they don't understand. You can't go and they
Exactly.
understand.
Yeah.
I can speak multiple languages now. Thank you very much.
Then what am I saying right here?
And you don't have to like vomit your stomach to eat, you know what I mean? Like you're not cool like a tri-cream.
Take it back.
All my N words like dry cream.
What?
Do you think the Thrycreen are racist because there's like green ones and yellow ones?
They definitely They definitely got racial slurs in their language. Definitely. This. Well, what are you
Is
talking
there-
about?
do they have like a tri-cream?
How dare you call me a?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are a yellow-skinned tri-cream.
Okay, so
They'll go around very quick.
all right, your army moves out, and you're traveling across the desert, and you're moving generally to the east, and so you move up one dune and down the other side, and up another dune and down the other side, and this goes on for a couple of hours. As you're traveling, you'll notice that on the horizon in the distance, the weather doesn't look so good, but you're nowhere near that. And so you just travel along, and it's a hot day, and the wind picks up a bit, and the sand is blowing. So everybody's drinking some extra water because of the heat of the day as they travel. Let me see here in my notes. All right, so I want everybody to make a perception check.
We have, what is it? Minimum of 21.
22. Regular perception check is
Yep, regular old perception
Wow.
check. You're just walking along, and then you think you might see something, and you squint your eyes at it off in the distance. Is it a mirage? Is it the ripples in the air of the heat shimmer off the ground?
I have 21.
22.
21, 22. Okay, you spot blood stains in the sand.
Mm,
Anything else?
Nope.
how
Uh,
far
is
is the
there-
bloodstain?
Can we do a survival and see if there's tracks? that come from-
Hundreds of feet ahead, blood stains in the sand.
When we get close, okay. Can you do a survival and see if we can track something off of it?
All right, roll a survival. You start to approach it, and you're looking around for tracks.
Do you want to roll it, and I'll assist you with the
Who has the highest survival?
Morgan?
Mm, yeah, I'll roll. You can assist me.
Yeah, so it's an automatic success. Like I have a minimum of 12, so
Okay.
I got 30, 28.
28's good.
Well, that's the assist, so he gets advantage.
Ah, I rolled worse. 19.
No, it's minimum of a 22. Oh no, it's not a perception. So you got 19.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks as if the ground up ahead, the sand dune, has been badly disrupted, like as if a huge mass moved through the dune. It's not like the normal pattern of a dune slope you'd see made by the wind, but it seems as if something like burrowed through that dune and left it all jagged and disrupted, lumpy.
Burrow through.
And that's
I
where
see
the
it
blood
there.
stains are. And it's right in your path too. Like if you continue forward,
I
you're gonna move
caution
through the area.
everybody that there's. Yeah, I caution everyone that there's probably like a sandworm thing
Yeah, we
up
gotta
ahead.
walk a certain way coming up, guys.
So is this like a dune situation?
You walk in rhythmically. Thump 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 thump.
Yeah. We practice.
Can we go around it or?
Okay. You tell the army to go around, and you begin moving them parallel to the dune instead of up and over it.
And from the flying ship, we have our observer, at the top of the ship to try to see if we can see movement in the ground.
All right.
Distance. We have a better sight from that eye, you know.
Yeah. All right. You avoid the area and nothing happens. It seems like you've gone around it. There was no movement.
Well, maybe we got lucky. I wouldn't stay around here though.
Okay. The army continues eastward. All right. You travel. Late that day, as everybody is getting extremely exhausted from marching over dune after dune after dune, you spot on a distant rise campfires.
Do you guys say we wait out, we rain down judgment on them and just kill them from this far, or we actually go?
We can send Taurus and Oren to go and spy.
All right.
How about we just
Hell yeah.
Hang on.
You got Orin?
Have we
I'm
had
here.
a long rest?
So before
Since
the
we
army left you,
Temple's Temple, yeah.
Well, you guys don't want to just kill those guys?
We got two stealthies that can go and observe and see if there's any danger over there.
I'll bring my arcane eye.
who's faster, an arcane eye or a thief?
Probably the teeth.
I will go with you.
They're flying faster.
I can fly pretty fast. I can also teleport a little bit extra if I need to throw some dice at it. 29 stealth.
Okay, you roll a 29 stealth, you scout ahead. As you approach the campfires, the details of the people around the campfires sort of become more clear. Rather than a large group of Gith, as you might have expected, you hear the clucks of a very, very large herd of Erdlu, and there are a handful of elven shepherds sitting around the campfire, cooking up Erdlu meat. They haven't noticed you.
Oh, God. Elves. Ugh.
So it seems
Hey.
as if there's just some elven shepherds here with a large flock of Erdlu.
I hate elves.
Oh, wait. There's not
Man,
Gith
then.
there?
You did not
Yeah,
find
them-
Gith, no.
You could
Oh,
keep an eye
okay.
on them because it's possible that the Tricrene is gonna show up. There's a bunch of elves.
This is true. Since the elves are here, there's a possibility that Thrycreen serial killer is lurking in the nearby hills watching.
Here cuts to me lurking. Yeah.
There's a few bucks you can make out of it.
If
Some-
I was a Thrycreen, would I be hiding in the sand?
No, that's what they do. They just go camouflage, they blend in, and then when an elf walks by to take a leak or something, they hop out and eat his brains.
So, I'm gonna do something. I'm going to cover myself in dirt and then walk in the direction of the caravan.
All right, you get dirty, and you walk into the encampment. The elves are initially surprised, but they see that you don't have a weapon drawn, so they calm down, and then they go into haggling mode. "You there," they say in common. "Would you be interested in buying some Erdlu? We have a wonderful flock of well-bred Erdlu. We also have Erdlu materials for sale."
Mind if I just stay here for a spell?
Join us. Our meal is almost cooked. Taste the savory meat of this old Erdlu. It couldn't keep up with the herd, and we run pretty fast, so we decided to cook this one as tonight's dinner.
That seems pretty generous. Yeah.
So he shares some of his meal. He seems to be drinking out of a half of an Erdlu egg. And that's his drink, and he's eating the meat grilled up on the campfire here. Now, the whole time he's going to be wheeling and dealing, telling you that for just the low price of 15 ceramic pieces, you could buy his very best Erdlu, and he shows you like a kind of runty Erdlu that's got some like mange and missing feathers and like a lazy eye, and he's like, "This is my best Erdlu. You can't find an Erdlu as good as this one. Look at these legs. These legs are built for running. They're quite fast when they get up to speed." And he's just talking about all the selling points of his Erdlu.
I'll
That don't
consider
exist.
some morning.
Well, he didn't mention bad legs. That's the one thing he did. He Ninja did point out is that it may have some issues with the feathers and the health and the eye, but the legs are strong. So that's what you do as a salesman.
So-
You're not gonna.
So
Buy
these elves, they don't look like they're really built for a fight. They do have Erdlu wing shields and Erdlu beak long spears, and they have Erdlu claw sickles, which they use to gather up some plant fibers that they use to feed the Erdlu. But other than that, they're not really equipped with all that much. They seem like simple herders that are just out here trying to earn a living in the desert.
Are there any tents?
No. They don't use tents. They're just a nomadic people. They like to run, and now that it's nighttime, they're resting and camping and eating.
I asked them if the elf people that were going to go fight the what were they called again?
I was introducing myself separately.
The Gith?
Yeah, I asked if the gift bothers them at all.
The elves say that they are too fast. The Gith can't keep up.
Okay, I was gonna invite them to help us eradicate them if they were bothering them.
The Erdlu and the
Never
elves
mind.
all run 50, and Gith only runs 30, so the Gith just cannot keep up.
By the way, I'm not like demonstrating any
I-
particularly allegiance.
I can go
to
45.
Yep. That's
Keeping
the,
watch for the serial killer.
that's the survival strategy of the elves. They're just too fast. Nothing can keep up with them. So, are you going to make camp here? Is the whole army going to pull up and join the elves at their campsite and hang out for the rest period?
I don't think they have enough Erdlu meat to accompany everybody.
They have 142 Erdlu. If you butcher an Erdlu, you can get over 100 pounds of meat out of it.
Wow.
Did we just come here with like no food or anything?
Yeah, Ten Pug's band brought all their food and water. They've got supplies for themselves.
I'm saying we don't have
But
food
we
on
can
the.
definitely,
Yep.
spend a little bit on this merchant band.
Yeah, I think
You're
that's what
Oh,
this
the
place is
merchant
for.
band didn't bring.
Well, I mean, as an army, you're eating hardtack and whatever else you've got laying around, but something fresh. This is an opportunity.
Yeah, this
So,
is sort
yeah.
of a resupply point where you can pick up a bunch of food and drink for the army en route to the war.
I will. You know what? Okay, if we're gonna be making camp with these guys, then I can go ahead and enter as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out some good Erdlu and haggle for them with this proper elven custom,
Okay.
I guess, and maybe offer to help care for a few. But they're probably skilled herdsmen, at least as skilled as me, maybe. But
So there are different kinds of Erdlu at different stages of their lives and different genders and stuff. So the egg-laying Erdlu are really good because every day they'll lay an egg, and that egg is equivalent to 2 gallons of water, and you can live for up to a week on the water from those eggs. And then if you kill an Erdlu, you can get all that meat from it. You do a survival roll, and you get 100 plus your survival roll in pounds of Erdlu meat. So if you don't kill it, it can follow you, and they run pretty fast. So they can just generally keep up with you. You can even use it as maybe like a pack animal if you've got some saddlebags. They're
Druid.
very tame and very skittish, so if a monster comes along, they tend to run away, but then they'll just hang out a distance away from the battle.
which
And
is
Mord,
helpful.
Yes.
why don't you ask an old Erdlu if it's seen anything interesting?
Yeah, I'll do something that helps their herd, because I'm guessing they're trying to get rid of the mangy one, because as long as it's still good meat, the mangy's
Yep.
just in the skin, right?
So you can pick the younger female ones for egg laying, or you can pick like some
No.
older ones for butchering for meat and
I
stuff.
was saying,
I figure